you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Auburn Tigers, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. So Mississippi State's offense comes onto the field first today. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons. And we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent. And both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I think.
He's loose. He's at the 20. Once he got some room, it was over. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. Talk about an offense finding its rhythm early.
So nice to find the end zone early, get that confidence going. The defense is showing exactly what you'd expect them to do. Offense taking advantage. Great start for the offense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Auburn's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open.
There he goes! Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Runs through a tackle. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Complete to the right. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. He'll pull it on the read. Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Auburn!
And this offense shows you right now they're willing to run their quarterback, run the option, and that spells trouble for this defense. Now you got to defend everybody. The quarterback's going to run it. He can pitch it. It makes it so hard to play defense. This offense has already got the head spinning on the defensive side of the football.
He'll bring it out. It's Valentine.
Kick returners just have to do a better job knowing where they are on the field and what the situation is. That's a ball you got to let go through the end zone. That's a touchback. Instead, you're trying to be the hero, and now you've done yourself more harm than good. The offense starting in terrible field position.
That's caught. It's Smith. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Back to throw. It's Maddox. Got his man downfield. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. First down for this offense. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air on first down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Pulls in the deep ball. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now. Off the play fake on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll give it to the back. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Cox. He's brought down at the 44-yard line, and the defense making a play on third down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most...
Lofts one high and deep. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. He'll keep it himself. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. To the air, it's Maddox. Gets open down the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Offense breaks the huddle on third down. From the gun, wants to pass.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Makes the catch. It's Cheek. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Catch in the middle, it's Coleman. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Auburn comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Auburn. They'll try to add another to their lead.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
On the run from inside his own 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. He'll do it himself. Turning it on. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. Off-play action on first down. Pulls it in. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. And the Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass, it's Maddox. Quickly to the tight end. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake. Unleashes it on the run. Makes the grab on the big throw. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Got his man. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll try the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Looking to move the chains, Mississippi State lines up on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Lets it go to the end zone. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. Pass to 50. The 30. Pass to 10. Touchdown, Tigers. The defense does the work itself with a pick six.
And there's something you don't see often, a 100-yard interception return for a touchdown. As a quarterback, you know those windows are really small to throw into. And if you don't throw it on time, it's going to get at minimum tipped, maybe picked. That's the worst possible scenario for a quarterback. What a play by the defense.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Fires to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. The give to the back. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, third and long coming up. Mississippi State going up tempo. Wants to throw, it's Maddox. Snagged in the middle, it's Smith. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And the offense showing off this short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Fires to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be...
Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The Bulldogs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Give to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's first down in the red zone at the 10. Gives it on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air on second down. Finds his big tight end. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
I'm about to say mission accomplished. Yeah, that's what they want to do. Take advantage of the matchup, right? Zone or man, I like my big fella. I like using the tight end all out.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And that's what I like most about this defense. When you try to take shots and make big plays, they get to the quarterback. They get him on the ground. Their third sack of the day. And this is a unit that ranks in the top 10 in sacks in the country.
Absolutely center cut. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Notre Dame went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Irish always get everyone's best punch, but today they took that punch and delivered a knockout of their own. All that speculation all week, and now we know.
Breaks into the open and works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. And the Tigers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking to throw, it's Knight. He wants to go deep. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Tigers. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Touchdown, Tigers! The defense putting points on the board.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw, it's Maddox. Bought a little time, lets it go. And they can't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Makes a nice grab at the 25. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Working the middle, it's complete. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Grabbed in the middle, it's Bond. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. And that will extend their lead even further. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Men, if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Starkville. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Davis-Wade Stadium.
Mississippi State will put a foot to it to crank up the second half. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here. There he goes! They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Tigers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Fighting off the defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Catch in the middle, it's Moore. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Leaves it with the running back. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. Facing third and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Looking for a man, it's Knight. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the grab. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top, setting up the screen. Touchdown, Auburn! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the crud out of them so bad, you start to put the backups in and all them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Now the play fake. Tight end finds a soft spot. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Got a man, it's Smith. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. This offense looking at a third down after that last completion. Fires to the big fella. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Hauls it in at the 25. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So here comes the Auburn offense. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Makes the grab. At the 35, he's loose. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. Caught in the backfield, it's Henderson. They kept him out of the end zone, but not before he gets it to the 1-yard line, and it'll be 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Quick pass on the jet motion. The touch pass goes absolutely nowhere, knocked down for a loss. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Trying to run it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Auburn! If these guys wanted to make a statement, statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop them. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
52, Mississippi State, 10.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle, it's Cox. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They're going to run it to the right. He's stopped again, and he's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. Here's the handoff. Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight. And the Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll send the tight end in motion. Looking to pass. It's Maddox. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. RPO complete to open the drive. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Bond. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Takes a hit as he fires. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. They'll run this play from the pistol. Hands it off. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Back to throw, it's Knight. Snagged out of the air. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. And the Tigers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. A first down run in the red zone. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated, whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams. They have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
59, Mississippi State, 10.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. The Bulldogs can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. Finds his back in the middle. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Smith. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line. And the Bulldogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Quickly out to the tight end. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's first and 10. Dropping back, it's Maddox. Complete. And he goes down right there. That play's going to lose yardage. The Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the ground with the back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Here they come, facing third and long from the 40. He's looking downfield to throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Takes it on the return. Slips through the line. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They're in, turning it on. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. The Tigers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Grabbed behind the line. It's Davidson. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Snagged in the middle. It's Davidson. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with them. And they're going to score again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
Mississippi State, 10.
He'll start the return inside his 5.
Return
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. One more play to pad the stats. Looking to throw, it's Maddox. Bringing the heat. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan